We're going live. We're going live. Hello. Hello. Welcome to another live session with Chinmay Swami. It is an honor to be here. Fantastic. My name is Chinmay Swami. I'm the award winning author of four books. First one is Run Before You Walk. This was in 2013. And second was Differentiate, How to Make Your Brand Stand Out. And this was also in 2013. And this was this was the third one, Art of Winning, which was launched last month in February. And this I love it. And this one is Authority Launchpad, the fourth one. So I'm glad you're here. This today's workshop will be all about the three forces which stops you from having successful business coaching and expert business. So what is so we have Vivian, we have Elizabeth. Hi Erika, thanks for joining. Thank you so much. It's going to be an amazing evening. You will love it. I've packed. It's the three factors which actually. Hi Vivian. It's three factors which stops you from having a successful business as a coach, expert, and speaker. What is that? I struggled with this myself when I initially started, and these three factors come back to me every now and then when I am struggling. So if and I want it's you will enjoy this. So if you're listening, say hi, wave, and hello, hi Carlo, hi Emma, thanks for joining in. It's a great live session. It's short and sweet. I like to keep things short, and I want to pack as much power into it as possible. So I'm going to get started. So when I started off, as my goal to be a coach, expert, and a speaker was to help people. And I knew I was intelligent and I knew I have skills. Like I came from a master's degree in satellite communication and space systems, and I had a distinction. And came from engineering background, so I knew I had a lot of skills which I can deliver. But that was not it. And you know what? I struggled no matter what skills I had from the IT industry, having worked with Symbian, Nokia, and there were a few, and there were a few big corporations I worked when I initially graduated from my University of Sussex, and I wanted to add value to the business as a startup, and I knew there were a lot of business owners struggling to establish their own systems. So I thought, hey, let's help them. So I thought I'd put my skills together. And I started off. I had a great success. I started off with my Run Before You Walk, how to build start off with success, and Differentiate, how to make your brand stand out. So I wrote these two books, the line of branding and startups. So I used my skills, but it did not work out. I really struggled. I had success. They were like spikes. There were spikes up and down, but they were never straight. They're never consistent. They were never dependable. Something which I know I could depend. No, I had, and unfortunately, I had. No, I would say fortunately, but looking in the hindsight, I could connect the dots. But at that time, successfully established a consistent income. I didn't do that. So I'm telling you right now. So first key thing: do not quit your day job. Do not quit your day job. Only reason is you have to have some cash flow to be in this journey, because this journey requires you to have cash flow so that you can consistently invest in yourself, invest in business, and have returns and results what you want. Now, that's something I need to remember. Okay, now coming back to the three factors. So what stopped me from getting on? And now I can look back and tell you that there are three factors, only one. Which the first one is, I would say, the first one, as a coach, as an expert and a speaker, the only concept you have. Hey Stacy, hi, thanks for watching. I'm talking about the Authority Launchpad, the three factors what stops you as a coach, expert, and speaker, and it's going to be, and you will have lots of fun. And I love keeping things short, so it's going to be jam packed and like just the strategies which you can take away and implement. And hi Erika, thanks for watching. You will love it. Okay, so where were I? Yes, the three factors. The topic back. Okay, the first one is, as a coach, as an expert and a speaker, your only job is to create, because the content, the solution is inside you. Because the only job is for you to create. Hi Stacy. Hey Vivian, nice to see you too. Yes, I know. Well, there's great friends are here. It's a great platform here. So when you are out there, when you're helping clients, when you're creating a product, when you're All you have to do is create. And the only place you can create is from within. Your brand is created of thin air. That means an inspiration which comes from within. Second, you get your product's inspiration. You think of product ideas, you think of product names, you think of what to name, what to price the product. All of that comes from within. So that's again from within. So everything as a coach, expert, and speaker, even the PowerPoint presentation, you sit down and you create your slides is also from within. It's your inspiration. So your first job is to create. Okay, that's one. The second is once you have created your brand, your products, your workshops, your communication, like all the slides presentation, you have it. The second job is for you to communicate, is for you to share that to the world. That's the second part. Now you have to share, you have marketing campaigns, you have funnels, you're live, you're spreading the message. You've created something amazing, you have created something beautiful. Now it's time for you to shine, it's time for you to spread the message. That's second. Now third is for you to close. That means it's time for you to sell. Close means selling anybody can do. Closing is where you have presented your idea, you presented your product, and the other person has actually bought into it. It's not about selling, it's about closing the deal. It's closing the deal. That's the third aspect. Well, Chinmay, you must be thinking, I know these three things. First is to create, is to communicate, and to close. That's simple. You know what? I knew that. And I'm sure you can connect that as well. So, what's special about it? And what's happening is that, Stacy, I gained so much pleasure from the creative process. I know, Stacy, that's amazing. Creative process is the beautiful. It's a soul, it's a very fulfilling process. And you get so much pleasure from that. I agree with you. And I love it. And here's the thing. Now, you know these three factors. Now, let me tell you, there's a dark side. Not dark side, there's an opposite side to these, each and every one of these three forces. The first force is the creative. And your creative power, your creativity is directly related to this first factor, which is the your self-esteem. The first factor is the self-esteem. How you view yourself, how you value yourself is directly dependent on how you create. If you value yourself high, you create a much more powerful product. You value yourself low, you create a low product which is priced very cheaply, and you don't add too much value in it. If you value yourself too high, you will price thousands of dollars and pounds. You would add so much value, you would create so much of videos, content, and worksheets, like name it. You will be so creative. So your self-esteem is directly related to how you create. If you're stuck right now in a creative process and you're not able to price a product which is 5,000, 10,000, of 1,000, or even $100 of product, that means it's time for you to look inside and see how you value yourself. So it's self-esteem. What are the factors which affect your self-esteem? It's very simple. One thing which really affected me, the one thing which I really affected me is I used to compare myself to other coaches out there. I used to compare myself with other established uh, speakers, experts who are already established in this. And Stacy says, communicate your product to others is key, and closing is the exchange of energy and value. Stacy, you're beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. That's exactly. You are amazing. That's why you're so successful. I see you're having such amazing posts. You're growing, and I love it. It's so beautiful. So when you create with high energy, with high self-esteem, you go. So what affects your self-esteem is one thing is, please remember, do not compare yourself with established coaches, experts, and speakers. They have their own game to play. Your game is different. So do not compare, do not even look at other people's game, because when you evaluate that game with yours, your self-esteem is judged. And when you judge yourself, you put yourself down. And when you put yourself down, your creative process gets affected. And that impacts how you create your products, and how you price your products, and how you add value to your products. So always believe in yourself, and always know you're enough. What you know is enough, because you can't be anybody else. You can't pretend to be anybody else. You can't. Uh, you just have to simply be who you are, and that have to have a strong self-esteem. So stronger creative process, stronger self-esteem. So weaker creative process, that means you have a self-esteem issue, and you need to address that and start loving yourself and start feeling that you're amazing. Be grateful to what you have, and that's what keeps you. I just shared your live video. Thank you, Erica, you're so pleasant. Thank you so much. So the best way to increase your self-esteem is to love yourself, be grateful for what you have. Because when you're grateful for what you have, you will always be positive. You will always feel like, oh my God, I have so much. Now you will start focusing on creative. So that's one. So every creative process has an equal and opposite self-esteem. So if you have low creative process, low self-esteem. That's one. The second part is communication. So what's the opposite force for communication? Opposite force for communication is energy. So energy. What's energy? Energy is how much you bring in. So every day you have an opportunity to provide unlimited energy, because when you're every time you can log in, create Facebook lives, you can create communication campaigns, go on all the social platform and spread your message. You have created something beautiful. Now you have taken it, and you're communicating. It's not only money, it's never money. It's always your energy. How much you're willing to be out there talking about it, spreading your message. How much are you willing to exert? Your energy is everything. And you know what? You have unlimited. Every second, you have the choice to create unlimited energy. There's nothing which stops you or prevents you. It's only you who decide how much energy you want to be experiencing right now. You can work for straight 11 hours and still decide I will be unlimited. And that's how you can decide. So every time your communication is low, your marketing is low, that means your energy is low. It means you're not willing to communicate. There's something holding you back. You know what's holding you back? So, one way to increase your energy, one way to increase your is to have focus. Simple thing is to prioritize, because you have lots of energy. Like for example, let's say, okay, tomorrow, if you can imagine, you like can go back and you're going to Disneyland. Your energy is high. You decide to be energetic, right? You decide to be energetic. So the next day, when you're back in office, on your back, and you're dealing with the difficult client, you decide to be low energy. Why? Where's it's you? Nothing's changed. You have chosen to have low energy and high energy. It's your choice. Nothing's outside's changed. But you have decided, it's become your automatic behavior to have low energy. Erica, that's beautiful. That is absolutely right. Low energy can be fear. Exactly. Low energy, fear is the manifestation of low energy. What is fear? Fear is your willingness to communicate. So if you communicate with something, when you have high energy at something, you'll always have no fear. If there's anything you don't know, that means you're not willing to communicate. You're shutting off. So that means there's low energy. So when you have everything in your life, every aspect of your life where you have no fear of, where you're completely confident, you have absolutely certain about getting results, that means you have communicated it with high energy all the time. Hence, you have the confidence that you can consistently communicate with it, and you have no fear. But now, when it comes to marketing, sales, or any of that, you have low energy. That's because you haven't done it. So the second part of being a coach, expert, and a speaker is to communicate. And the opposing force for not having enough communication is lack of energy. Focus on your energy. Figure out why you're not willing to exert energy, why you're not able to put your energy in. There's something stopping you back. That means your priorities are wrong. Get your priorities in place. Now, the third aspect is closing. closing the sale. So you have created something beautiful, and now you've communicated that. Now, the third and final aspect as a factor, as a coach, expert, and speaker, is for you to close the deal. So, what can possibly stop you? What's the opposing force from stopping you from closing the deal? Another E, I like alliterations. I like so create, communicate, close. Opposite forces is low self E for esteem, low self-esteem, energy, and the third alliteration is ethics. That means you have low ethical issue. You have an ethical issue for closing. Every time you can't sell a product, I mean close a product and collect money, is because you have an ethical issue. That means deep down inside you are 100% a beautiful human being. You're a beautiful soul. You are good. You genuinely want to do good. So when you are not asking for money, when you're not asking to close the deal, is because you know there's something wrong in the product you're selling. That means there's something wrong. There's ethically something wrong. Subconsciously, you're self-sabotaging your process. You're subconsciously giving coming up with excuses as it's fear, or you might the product is not right, or the client doesn't have money, or you're selling, oh, I've never sold before. No, it's only because there's an ethical issue. I'll give you an example. I had a product of $25,000, and I used to and I wait, this is 2016, 17. So I was aiming for 25 clients in 1 year. I stopped at 26. I stopped at 26. Sorry, I stopped at 16. I'm so glad you find that remarkable, Tracy. It is remarkable. It's so remarkable. I always remind myself these three. It's so remark. You will find. I'll give you an example. I wanted to. I have had a $25,000 product. I wanted 25 clients. It's very simple. But no matter how much I tried, no matter how much energy I put, I stopped at 16th client. I could not get more. I went out, sold. I had several one-to-one clients, and I'm good in one-to-one sales. I love it because I always walk away with a win-win situation. One-to-one sales is always win-to-win situation. I love it. I meet people and I get to have very intimate conversations with them, and I get to know more about myself in one-to-one sales. So I love one-to-one sales. In that, no matter how much, I could not get the 17th client, and I wondered why. And I found the answer. It's an ethical issue because the business process and all the feature and all the pipeline I had planned could not I could not have done justification to the 17th client. So subconsciously and spiritually, I was stopping myself. I could not go ahead. I could not get the 17th client. So now that's the model. So when you have issues with closing, that's because there's an issue with the product. There's something you created with high energy, you created with high self-esteem. I know that. You 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 intend good, you genuinely want good, but there is an issue with how you have there's a spiritual issue. So go back and look at the product you have designed. If you have promised monthly coaching sessions, and for some reason you can't deliver, you have to look at your calendar and say, if you have promised monthly coaching session to a product you're offering and you cannot offer for anything more than 50 clients, and your goal is to earn, let's say the product is $1,000, and you have monthly coaching sessions you have offered, and you are stuck at 20th client, and look at your calendar. Do you have the space to actually have the extra bandwidth to have more coaching clients? If you do not, then that's why you're stuck. That's because you don't. If you get 10 more clients, you don't have the calendar space to have the coaching clients. You can't have sessions. Your calendar is booked. That means you're doing yourself. That means you're being unethical. So you've self-sabotaged your process. So hi Erika says, why did you not get the 17th client? I did not understand. Yes, Erika, that's a great question. The reason I did not get the 17th client is because the product I had designed could not fulfill a 17th client. The business process I had designed could not fulfill and do good customer service, could not deliver high quality products, deliverables I promised for the 17th client. Hence, I could not get it. So I hope that's answered. So because there was a flaw in the business process, there was a flaw in the product. Because genuinely, I did not want to sell something, promise something, and not deliver. Hence, I could not get it. Hence, I could not get the 17th client. So now, when my sales are down, I go back and look if my product is ethical. That's all. So, one, as a business, as a coach, expert, and speaker, your only job, the only three jobs, is to create, communicate, and close. And if any one of these three is not working right, then look on the other side. Are there opposing? Oh, great. I'm glad you understand, Erika. And now, if you're struggling with how to create, communicate, or closing the deal, then look on the opposite side and find out if there is an opposing force. Do you have strong, high energy self-esteem? Good. Do you have high energy? Great. Do you have is the ethics right? Is ethically right to sell? Then great. Now you have the permission, the spiritual permission and the physical universe permission to go and make lots of money. Because every time you sell, you walk away with win situation. You have win-win situations. Every time you close a deal, it's a win-win situation. It's never a win situation. Now but these are the three factors. Look into your coaching business, your expert, your speaker. Anytime you have to create a plan, let's say you have to create a PowerPoint presentation and you're struggling to create, then look at the energy. Do you have the energy? Are you prioritizing your energy? And are you having low self-esteem because of which you are not creating slides? And look at the ethical side. And are you promising, are you doing the right content delivery? So there's all these other aspects which you don't it is not there, which is not taught to you. Every time I go to these workshops, they only taught about the only subjects, which is topics which are covered, is branding, marketing, funnels, conversions, sales, and automations. I agree. I love all of that. But if you don't, sorry, okay, Erika, what if you have more ethical issues and you cannot find what is conflicting? What if you have more ethical issues and you cannot find what is conflicting? I do not understand, Erika. What does that mean? That means, are you saying that what if you cannot find the ethical issue? Is that what it is? Type in yes, then I can. Is that your question? That even if you look inside and you're not able to find the ethical issue, how can you proceed? Is there a process to find ethical issues? Is that what you're asking? Asking, then yes, okay, great. If that's what you're asking, then yeah, yes, there is a process to find your ethical issues, because like everything in life, there has to be steps which you can follow. And like how gravity works in London, gravity works where you are, gravity works in Canada, gravity works in China. It works. So one factor of ethical issues, like I said, so look at all the factors. If you have a product on time, which you're exchanging time, like for coaching business, for coaching sessions, look at your calendar. Okay, one basic thing. So let's say you have a goal of hitting $50,000 of clients, and the product you're selling is $1,000, and each sorry each product requires you to have your promised monthly coaching sessions. So that means to hit a $50,000 product, you have to sell 50 clients, and you have to have 50 clients every month. And you have set a postulate, you have set a wish. Your goal is to only work for 20 days a month because you want to take time off, you want to spend time with family. So 50 divided by 20 is about 3 coaching sessions a day. And do you have time to have 3 coaching sessions a day? And if you have promised something else, do you have the time to do a good delivery and fulfill the promise? Then Good, then everything is ethical, then you will sell. That's as simple as it. And the other process, that's one process. There are several ways to look at it ethically, which I have covered in the Authority Launchpad book, which I will be sharing the link for you to purchase, which is very soon. I'm building up to the launch. That's why. So this is why. So the Authority Launchpad has got process where you can look inside and look at the ethical side of products, and that's why it's great. It's something which it's when I was writing the book, I was it was so powerful to me because I know that this is not just changing my life, it's changing your life, and importantly your client's life, because it's about creating win-win-win situations. Imagine if everyone operates ethically, and how beautiful the life would be, right? Amazing. So that's why. So there's lots more which I've already released many blogs. What if there are more issues and I don't know what it is? That was my question. If you already released, and Erica, you know what? I can help you with that. This I have to understand what those blogs are, so we can have a conversation. Send me a private message, and then we can have a call, and then I see how I can help you. So then we because I need to listen to you and find out what those blocks are. So let's have a conversation. Let's continue this conversation after this Facebook Live. Would you like that? I have another special announcement. I'll be doing a series of Facebook Lives all the way up till February 27th. The reason is February 27th is the first ever Authority Launchpad workshop. It's a 1 day full workshop from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. It's a long day. It's one full day workshop. And what is it? It's for coaches, experts, and speakers. If you have an idea and if you want to come there and sell, like create a business plan, then this is the product for you. This is the workshop for you. So why? So when you attend the workshop, you might have an idea, you might have passion, you might have an interest to start your own business. And when you leave the workshop at the end at 7 p.m., you would walk away with a ethical business plan, which you have no blocks, which we have products from free products all the way up to thousands of dollars of products. You will have all of that. And on April 27th, you'll walk away with the ethical business plan, and you will walk away with products. Yeah, I will create the products for you, which you will have what coaching products to have and what training products you should have. All of that will be there. I will teach you, and you will walk away with those products. And lastly, you will also learn how to sell those products. That's exactly. So I'm talking about closing the deals, not just selling, it's closing and collecting the money, so that when you collect, your clients actually take action and you win. Every time you sell something, it's a win-win situation. So first is I will help you to create the business ethical business plan. Second, I will help you to create the products to sell and how to communicate. And third is how to close the deal. These three aspects will be covered on April 27th in London. It's a one full day workshop. It's from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. It's a long day. Bring your laptop. Bring notes. There'll be lots of worksheets because I will be sitting down with you. It's a closed group. I cannot handle more than 20 people if I have to work with each and every one of your business plans. It's long. So it's going to be amazing. Erica, thank you for the message. I'll send you a message tomorrow. It's already midnight in Amsterdam. Erica, you can choose to send me a message now, or you can choose to send me a message tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll wait for you. I know it's past midnight, so it's 11. Yes, it's almost midnight. You have a lovely, lovely night. Good night, and I will speak to you tomorrow, Erica. Thank you. Send me a message. So, hey, Robert, thanks for joining in. Hey, that's great. I'm so glad that you joined. So, again, April 27th, key in your calendars. And I want you to be there. It's in London. It's a small group. I usually charge thousands of pounds for this, and it's because it's first time and I know how much of ethical issue this is. It's so personal to me, and it's only 97 pounds. It's only 97 pounds. That's all. Come here. It is only 97 pounds. And I know in the grand scale of things, when you actually implement the concepts of this. Hey, Mary. Hey, Abhirup. Thanks for joining in. And it's great. So it is the workshop you need to attend to have a successful business as a coach, expert, and a speaker. It's only £97. It's in London. It's in central London. You can attend. You can directly come. It's easily accessible from Heathrow Airport. You can just land in, attend the workshop, and go back. Also spend a couple of days in London. Enjoy the spring in London. It's beautiful, and also come. It's beautiful. And that's what you get. It's only £97, full day from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. You will walk away. I'll give you free T-shirts. You will get 2 books for free, and I have created 4 posters, which are pretty big. I don't have the thing to show it to you. I'll show it to you the next Facebook. I'll have all of that for free because I want you to have an amazing experience and walk away with your ethical business plan, create your products, products which you're comfortable, products which you're comfortable closing, and also walk away with how to close, how to sell, how to close, and release all the blocks you have. That's all. That's what live session. It's only £97. It's in central London. You can easily accessible from London Stansted Airport or London City Airport or London Heathrow Airport. If you can come in for one day, come. It's in Hilton. I will send the link to the event later on, and we can get registered. The hotel is London Padding Hilton London Hotel. Where is it? Hilton London Hotel. Yeah, that's the one. I'll send you the link for the workshop. It's only £97. If you can come, if you're free on April 27th, please do. It's the best workshop you'll ever attend. And if you have any questions, send me a message. Erica, I'll look forward to your message and we'll talk tomorrow. If you can attend the 27th workshop, please do. And that's it. Thanks for watching. It's 11 a.m., 11 p.m. here, and I'll be doing free series of Facebook Live starting today, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing April month. And stay tuned. Please follow me. Share this message. If you feel this video is powerful, please share this message to your friends, your groups you have been part of, because the message in this is so powerful. It's about spiritual permission. It's about how to sell products ethically. So I know there are a lot of coaches and experts and speakers who are struggling out there. I was struggling. And if you're stuck, this is the message. This is the message you're waiting for. Please attend. And, we'll have lots of fun. So if you're watching this on Facebook, please share this. If you're watching this on Instagram, please like and share. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and share this video. Thank you so much. That's right. It's live on all 3 platforms. It's simultaneously live on Instagram, it's simultaneously live on Facebook and on YouTube, because the message I have is beautiful. And I know I missed it when I started off. So I have made it my mission to share. 9,700, it's the same price, Erica. It's 100 euros, not much. So is that because pretty much because of the pound and euros are pretty much the same price now? I would say it's roughly 100 euros. So £97, 100. Yeah, I guess so. Yes. Thanks. Will I be seeing you? I know I'll be seeing you. Let's have a chat tomorrow, and we'll work it out. And I'm really so excited. Let's talk tomorrow. Yes. So message me and we'll schedule a time and we'll talk tomorrow. Thanks, Erica. Thank you so much for joining in. Stacy, Vivian, and Abhirup, thank you so much for joining in. You made this Facebook Live special. Thank you so much. Thank you, Erica. And lovely. Have a good night. I'll speak to you tomorrow, and I'll have another Facebook Live tomorrow. Until then, have a fabulous day. Thank you. Bye.